Welcome back to Stardew Valley. I am your host, longtime listener. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below. It is the last day of the first year here on the Funny Farm, which means we got a Saturday-Sunday combo coming at you. On the first day of the episode, there's really nothing going on that we have to do. So that's good. Now, Sunday is the day where everything's going to come together in terms of whether or not we're going to complete the community center or not, because the traveling cart's coming to town. So that's definitely on the agenda. Now you see here, Mayor Lewis is telling us about what we need to do to get married. And that's because we finally got the 10 hearts with Haley. We also got some quality fertilizer from Jody, so it's a busy day in the mail. Now, it's not going to be a busy day otherwise. So, what we'll probably do is go and buy another fish pond from Robin. And that'll be the last purchase of this year. And the next big purchase we make will probably be the house, I would assume. But anyway, it wouldn't have been, the last episode of the season if I wouldn't have screwed something up. And I did. I forgot. Well, I had my stupid headset on mute. So anyway, we're going back and doing the recording afterwards. Here you see me making a bunch of fertilizer because next episode is going to be the beginning of spring, and we're going to have to plant a bunch of crops. So it's good to just kind of have some of that ready to go for that reason. And we got a bunch now, 365, one for every day of the year. But anyway, we need to smelt some more copper bars. Ideally, we would have roughly how many, same amount as what we have for iron bars. Because we're going to need both of those for the kegs that we're going to make for our keg empire. But, God, I hate, really, after recording the audio live while I'm playing, it's the worst going back and doing it. The audio quality is better, especially when my laptop is not, sucking while I'm playing. But if my laptop's going fine, the audio isn't really that bad, and I end up talking more about what I'm actually doing during the game as opposed to plans and stuff, because it's just easier for me. I'm not multitasking as much. So anyway, hang on a second. Yes, you can. Kid's asking me if she can have a popsicle. I said yes, you can. But anyway, what were we talking about? Or what are we? Oh, I should point out, another major purchase that's on the horizon is going to be animals. So we have our 4 cows. That's how many we're going to keep. We will end up with 2 goats, 2 sheep, and actually, what we might eventually do is 4 goats, 4 sheep, and then another barn with 12 pigs. That's an eventual plan. So we'll just kind of have to see how I want to handle that. I might go ahead and just start executing that plan now. But that means I've got to, get all the resources together for another barn, which I don't really feel like doing. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I probably will do that. So, it's just, the time and effort of gathering those resources. And one thing I meant to do in this episode, but forgot to, was buy some wood from Robin. We've got a bunch of money, and we have very little wood. Now, wood is going to be pretty easy to come by once spring happens. And then, anytime we pass a tree, we're cutting it down. Plain and simple. But for now, we're hurting for wood, and it wouldn't have been a bad idea to buy, a fair amount to start my keg empire. But whatevs. We're sitting now at pretty even amounts for copper and iron bars because we just got 4 more smelting. That'll have us at 56 and 57 respectively. But let's get moving here. What did I say we were going to try and do today? A fish pond. And here I am running around without the stuff I need for the fish pond. And I keep pausing for God knows what reason. I'm probably trying to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my day. But it's really, there's not that much that I can do. You know. We'll probably go mining. So we're going to swing up to Robin's, have her start another fish pond. Because she just finished the one. And we decide to put a scorpion carp into the one that she just finished. I know that there are probably other fish that make sense to put in those. I didn't really look up what the drops are or the values, etc. I just think, you know what, the scorpion carp is pretty darn hard to catch. That means it's probably pretty valuable, so why not? It doesn't really matter that much, so let's go for it, right? Anyway, what else shall we do in terms of activities for the day? Get the freaking stuff for the fish pond, you moron. Finally remember to do it. Okay, so we're going to go to Robin's and do the fish pond, and then we'll just go into the mines, and we need to start collecting coal, because we're going to get low on that in a hurry. Whenever we start smelting a whole bunch more iron and copper bars, that's going to be the thing that's going to dry up pretty quickly. I still think we need some more iron, so that's the level that we'll probably focus on in this run, or at least that's what I was thinking at the time. And then I got to thinking, you know what, since there's not really a whole lot to do today that's critical, and we're not going to need too much more iron and copper for a while because we need wood to make those kegs, let's do a trip down to level 100 and see if we can't catch the lava eel. So we haven't gone fishing for a while, and that's the one thing that we still need to accomplish in the mines up here. So why not? You know? I keep forgetting there's an activity. I'll tell you what, another thing that I forgot to do in this episode. So remember we got a note that said noon sharp on the last day of the season, check the bush by the playground or whatever, and I forget to do it. But I think it's any last day of any season, so maybe we can try and remember to do that in the spring. But another thing that we'll need to do in terms of notes in the spring is there was one that said something about somebody losing a necklace, their mother's necklace, in the area around the spa. And there you see 100,000 bucks for the house, final house upgrade, and we're close to having that amount, but that would wipe us out at this stage. So we're not quite ready to do that yet. We'll definitely need that cash for crops. So, and then here, designing the fish pond layout, if I bring that fence across, there wouldn't be a whole lot of room, you know, above or below the fish pond. But if I put it right there, it kind of lines up with the fence. It still leaves 2 rows between the different fish ponds, and we'll probably have more fish ponds than just those 2, you know, or you know what I'm saying. We'll have 2 columns that are probably at least 3 fish ponds tall, if not 4, because we'll work our way down towards the little pond on our farm and use up as much of that space as we can ultimately. So we're gonna need some more seaweed for that. I think we do have enough for 1 more fish pond if I remember correctly, but whatever. Alright, so we came up here, and remember I said we talked about going to the what's it called? The lava levels to go fishing for the lava eel. But I decided, you know what, we'll do just a few floors and see if we can get just a little bit of coal. Not going to take too much time though. Probably go to like the first time we get to an elevator and then jump down to level 100 and see if we can't catch a lava eel. Because once I get the lava eel, these mines up here become less and less valuable to me. I can go to the skull caverns, and while there's not like a dedicated section of the skull cavern where you're going to find a whole bunch of coal or copper, iron, and gold respectively, you get a mix of everything up there, and you also have a chance of getting iridium. So you might spend more time in that mines from here on out than this one. But it's going to depend on whether or not I catch the stinking lava eel. And check this out. I hit that guy and he didn't die. I don't think I've ever had that happen where I had to hit one of these dust spirit dudes twice. And certainly not with a galaxy sword. They usually die pretty quick. But anyway, we got to a level with an elevator and I decided, you know what, we got a little bit of coal. That's not really what we're here for now. I'm thinking about this lava eel. I want to catch it. It's already 2:30, so let's just try and do it. So while we are doing this and killing some time, let me look up the fun fact of the day, because I remember what it was about, but then I erased it from my notes after I did the initial recording, before I realized that it wasn't actually recording my commentary. So anyway, today's fun fact of the day is that the Roman-Persian wars are the longest in history. At least recorded history. So yes, history. So they lasted over 680 years, beginning in 54 BC and ending in 628 AD. So the Romans and Persians were going at it for a long time. I mean, that's crazy. 700 years basically of going to war with each other. Like, y'all need to, somebody needs to extend an olive branch here. I mean, that's taking like the Hatfields and McCoys and making that look like child's play. Heck, even the what was it, the 7 Years' War? I can't remember. God, I feel stupid. My brain is not working. It's Friday. Ooh, and here we got the lava eel on the hook, but can we catch it? That thing is bouncing around like crazy, and we lost it. So that stinks. And at this point, I pretty much decided, you know what, we'll just fish till we lose our trap bobber. And then tomorrow, one of two things is going to happen. We will either go to the traveling cart and get the red cabbage, and then take it to the community center, and then pretty much end the day. Or we go to the traveling cart, we don't get the red cabbage, and then we come up here to try and catch the lava eel, so we at least feel like we won at something in life. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and I'm telling you that when I really shouldn't have, because now you know I ain't gonna catch this lava eel today. So there's that. We get a whole bunch of trash, but not a big deal. So, like I said, the day tomorrow is going to consist of one of two paths. It's either the path where we get the red cabbage and we kind of just celebrate, or the path where we don't get the red cabbage and we take out our frustration in the mines here trying to catch this lava eel. And can you imagine the heartache if I don't get the red cabbage, come up here, fish all day, and still don't catch the lava eel. That would suck, right? Sure would. It's 7 o'clock, and we're getting low on our trap bobber here, aren't we? I think we're down to like maybe 1 or 2 casts here. I can't remember. I looked at it a second ago, but I wasn't watching. I mean, I kind of hovered my mouse over the fishing rod. Maybe we do have a few left in us here. But anyway, I'll say this too. I spent most of the last day or two recording a whole bunch of episodes of this, so I spent way too much time staring at this computer screen, but I've got a bunch of episodes that are recorded and ready to post so that I can kind of take a break from it, which in a way, oh man, I think there was a mushroom on that level. I'm going to watch that when I go back, that I could have gone and gotten the purple mushroom, but I missed it. If that's the case, so about the 8:10 p.m. mark on Saturday is what I'm looking for there. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I recorded a bunch, so I can I'll post 1 or 2 a day for the next week or so. But this will give me a time to kind of, refresh my desire to play, because when you can get a little bit burnt out when it's the same thing over and over. Now we do have another season coming right around the corner, and the lead up to getting the community center is still the most exciting part of the game for the most part. After that, it's going to be mostly cosmetic. We're doing things to improve the farm. We're doing things to make crazy amounts of money. We're decorating, etc. It's not like, mandatory that you keep doing that. Once you complete the community center, that's like the primary objective of the game. The other objective is waiting for your grandfather to come back, which I believe happens either at the end of the second year or the end of the third year. I can't remember. I honestly don't typically make it that far, simply because, or at least not lately in any of my playthroughs, because usually what I'm trying to do is beat the community center in the first day. Now we got a choice here: blacksmith, where metal bars are worth 50% more, which I really don't care about because it's just money, or prospector, where you get a chance to find double the amount of coal, or the chance to find coal is doubled, I should say. So we are going for that one because we want coal for all of our smelting, so that we can start the keg empire and do some more preserve jars, etc. So that's the one we definitely want to take. Alright, here we go. Final day of year 1 at Funny Farm. So, check the weather, and it says it's going to be a beautiful sunny day tomorrow for the first day of spring. It is a good luck day, so maybe that's a good omen, right? We learned how to make cranberry candy because the Queen of Sauce is on Sundays. Robin's working on our fish pond. Linus sent us another fried calamari because he sent us one of those earlier this year. So we'll stuff that in the refrigerator here. And now we got another roe from our rainbow trout. That dude's pumping out roe pretty good. So I don't know how often they're supposed to do that, but I feel like he's been doing a pretty good job of giving me roe on a regular basis. Nothing going on in here, but our ancient fruit is getting pretty close up there. I'm pretty sure we planted it just a few days into the winter, and it takes a full season to grow. So it ought to be ready soon. You know what I just remembered I forgot to do? The last week of the year, or the last week of each season, you can go to Caroline's and play with her tea bushes, get the tea leaves. And I forgot to do that. So that stinks. not that it's a huge deal. It's not like you need tea leaves for anything critical. But something that we could have taken advantage of, but we forgot. So, I believe that was an addition in the 1.4 update. So I'm just not real used to doing it because it's not been around that long. So anyway, what do we have to do today aside from the traveling cart? We kind of talked about our plans. If we get that red cabbage, it's time to celebrate. If we don't get the red cabbage, it's time to go fishing. And I was trying to put the thing in the chest, and then it eventually hit me that I accidentally opened up the workbench. It's like, why can't I put it away? What's going on here? So anyway, we're now good on white eggs, as we have 5 of them of the iridium quality, so that's good. And then I realized I still had my gold quality brown eggs in that chest, so we'll sell them. And with that we put in the bin right there, that'll get us close to the 100 grand mark to start the year. And that is way more than enough to get the crops that I want. So another thing that we might buy to start the spring is fruit trees. We have an apple tree. We have a pomegranate tree that's outside the greenhouse that I might just cut down. I think you can cut them down. I can't even remember. I've never tried to, actually. But what I'll do is put the fruit trees, one of each kind, inside the greenhouse. So I suppose I could leave the pomegranate tree there. It's not a big deal. But aesthetically, if I don't have like something else to give it some symmetry, it might bother me a little bit. So we'll see what I do there. But that is something that I'll probably have, a plethora of cash laying around that I can use for that. So, oh, you see there is a train passing through Stardew Valley. And if I remember correctly, the last time the train came through, we were also way down here in the hidden forest. So that's interesting. But that's something else that we can do today. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. We went to the traveling cart, right? Nothing. Complete disappointment from the lady at the traveling cart. That, man, I meant to kind of build up the to the climax there, and I totally spaced. But it wasn't meant to be. We did not get the red cabbage in year 1. So it stinks, but we will accept it. Now we're going to go, and since we were going to go to the mines anyway, given that the mine cart, or the traveling cart, was useless, we were going to come up here anyway, but now we have another reason since the train was coming through. So we're going to come up here, and wouldn't you know it, it didn't drop anything for us either. So even though it was a good luck day, so far we have gotten 0 good luck. We got nothing from the traveling cart. We got nothing from the train that came through. And that's 2 trains that have come through and given us zilch. So maybe strike 3 will be coming here to go fishing and not catching the lava eel. What do you think? Will we catch the lava eel? I'm gonna say yes. But you're gonna have to wait and see if we catch the lava eel or if we strike out in dramatic fashion. So anyway, with tomorrow being the first day of spring, the good news is all of our sprinklers are in position where we want them. Trees will start to grow again, and I bet that a bunch will pop up to full size on the first day, However, we won't be running around trying to find trees to cut down. We're going to go to Pierre's. We're going to buy, I think it's artichokes that are the new spring crop. Let's look at that. Pierre. Stardew. Look it up here. He sells, or he works at the general store. Now, spring stock. Garlic seeds are the new thing that he also sells rice shoots in year 2. I don't care about either of those. We'll get some garlic seeds though. And then I think we bought, what was it, rhubarb from the traveling cart, or from the oasis. And then I think we still need to plant, I don't think we ever planted kale or flowers, the tulip bulb and the jazz seeds. So we might buy some of those. And then we're going to buy a crap load of cauliflower. The cauliflower takes 12 days. So we're going to buy however many we can plant one time. And then whenever those are done, we will replace them with strawberries that we will get at the festival on the day that those are ready to harvest. So anyway, that's the plan for crops at a high level. Now the summer is when the red cabbage becomes available at Pierre's. And it takes 9 days to mature. So on day 10 of year 2, we will complete the community center if we haven't done it already. We'll keep trying to hit the traveling cart and see if we can't get it earlier, but it's, you know, we've gone this far. Why would they all of a sudden have it now? Also, we can get star fruit from the oasis and make a fortune selling that and making wine out of it. And then artichokes are the next thing that you can get from Pierre's in year 2. That'll pretty much wrap up our crop strategy for the foreseeable future. I actually want to look up the star fruit because I want to tell you how much it's worth. So it costs 400 bucks. The base price is 750. So you pretty much are going to double your money. However, if you turn it into wine, the base price is $22.50. And then if you age it to iridium quality, it's 4,500 bucks. So for a $400 investment, you're getting more than 10x your investment amount if you stick it in a keg, make wine out of it, and then stick it in a cask for 6 weeks. So it takes a while, but you make some serious dough when it's done. But anyway, here we are. It's 5:10. We've already gone through a trap bobber and pretty much about half of another trap bobber. And no lava eel yet. I think we had one that got away while I was jabbering in your ear. But anywho, I'm kind of out of stuff to say, to be honest. This is another reason why I don't like recording after, recording the commentary after I've played. But that's what I get for screwing up. And really, the only reason I end up on mute is typically when I sign off at the end. I say, see y'all next time, and then I hit the mute button on my headset. I don't really even know why I do that. I'm going to stop doing that, because the only other time that I ever hit the mute button on my phone, or on my headset, is when I'm on a meeting for work, and I'm trying to mute. So here, we got a lava eel on the hook. And we lost him. And it's 6:30. And I kind of screwed that one up. In fairness, there was a point where it was right down on the bottom of the bar, and the fishing rod kind of bounced on me, and some of it was me anticipating that it was going to take off back up the bar, and some of it was just I didn't do a very good job at easing the rod, or easing the bar to a stop down at the bottom of the gauge or whatever. So we're now sitting there, we're probably more than halfway through our second trap bobber. So it's not looking good here. And at this point, I'm thinking, come on, seriously, can I just get one good thing happen to me today? Because not getting the red cabbage was a big enough slap in the face. And then I was like, oh, well, at least the train's coming town. And I thought to myself, I wonder if the train can drop a red cabbage. And no, it cannot. Anyway, here we go. We've got a lava eel hooked. Can we catch it? Look, we got the chest. So that is amazing. If I could catch the lava eel and a treasure chest, that would be freaking epic. And we got a chance here, y'all. We're hovering around halfway. If I can get it to stay like at the top, like that. Ooh. Come on, baby. Ooh, there it is. Nope. Come on. Come on. We're so close, y'all. No. Stay still, you. Oh, this could be it. This is it. Bam! Got him. Lava eel, and look at this. We got a broken trident, but a diamond, and if you see there, it says Gunther can tell us about this. And I am almost 100% sure we've already donated a diamond to the museum, so that's weird. I wonder if the game just glitched out because I caught a lava eel and a chest, and it's like, yeah, the code wasn't even in there for what to do if that happens, because it just doesn't happen. Like, crazy, right? But anyway, that's a good way to end the year. We caught us a lava eel. It's going to go into that fish pond as soon as Robin is finished with it, which might be tomorrow. I can't remember what day we started that. But anyway, we got the trident, which is a weapon that you can catch in those chests, and is a pretty good one. If you get that one early in the game, the broken trident, that is a serious find, but we don't need it now. We got the galaxy sword. So the lava eel is going to go in there. We'll stick it in the fish pond later. And then all this trash can go in there, except we're going to just keep 5 of the Joja Colas. But that was a relatively productive day. Now we're going to keep that diamond and take it to the museum, because if I already donated it, I don't even know what will happen. So anyway, the plan is to try and donate it and hope that the game doesn't crash, because there's already one in there. And if that does happen, no big deal. We just reset and then we keep that diamond forever. So there's that. Actually, we would sell it. It's like 500 bucks. So that's the stuff we're going to sell. The diamond is going down here so that we will remember to take it to the museum at some point. We might have time for that tomorrow, depending on how long the crops are going to take me, which I will know because I'm going to have to plow the fields first thing in the morning and water them, and that's going to take a good chunk of the day, but not probably too much time thanks to my gold hoe and my gold watering can. But you see there, we're still sitting there around 98,000, but that is going to do it for this episode, y'all. So I appreciate you watching. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see you all next time.